Wholeness fam, in today's video, I want to actually talk about something that's going to be affecting pretty much the majority of people out there. And this comes to whether it's your level of what you're achieving as goals in life, whether you're receiving your manifestations, whether you're even achieving what you will classify as success, right? Whatever that success means to you in your life, are you achieving it? Are you receiving it? Is life giving you the fair hand, the fair game that you feel? And chances are, right now, where the majority of people are, and this is like almost like an ongoing process, right? Because I'm sure you've had an experience where you've had a goal, right? You've then achieved that goal. Then you've achieved that goal and it's felt like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. But what happens then? Another goal, right? You have something you don't quite feel as fulfilled. You feel like, oh my gosh, I wish I had this now, or I could do this now, I could do this. And then on the other side of that, there's the people who maybe they achieve their goal, they set that goal, they achieve it, but then what happens? They realize, oh, this isn't actually what I thought it would be. I thought, oh, when I get $10,000, I'll be feeling like this, but I don't really feel like that. Nothing's really changed. I thought when I go out with this girl, with this guy, that I'll be feeling whole, I'll be feeling complete, but it's not how I pictured it, or this person not how I pictured them. I don't know if you had an experience like that where you think that you want something, then you get it and realize that it's not fully what you want, right? And then the other hand of that, on the other side of that, is more of a case of now when you set a goal but then don't achieve it. So what I want to cover in this video is all to do with the categories, whether you set a goal, don't achieve it, whether you set a goal, achieve it, but it's not quite what you expected, or you set a goal, you've got another goal. Now, these three key things I'm going to be sharing in this video will literally not only help you with achieving your manifestations, with achieving your goals in life, but also with help you just playing the game of life, right? In that perpetual cycle when you have goals, perpetual cycle of wanting something else, that perpetual cycle of living life, experiencing life, being in life, right? So this is Joshua Andre. If you're new to the channel, I help people expand and achieve their greatest potential, expand into their greatest potential and achieve their greatest potential, whether that's health, whether that's wealth, whether that's relationships, whether that's spirituality, any form of life, what you classify as success, what you classify as becoming and receiving your greatest potential in life, this is what this channel is all about. So that's why in today's video, I want to just quickly really just break down for you exactly what I've seen, the three main things that have helped over these past few years when I've been training thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people in whether it's law of attraction, manifestation, achieving their success. So first thing that I want to cover today is whenever you take anything in life, right? I'm sure some of you who are a bit more spiritually aware, you understand the concept or understand the concept that we are spiritual beings having this human experience. Now, if you're watching this and you're not too much into spirituality and thinking, what the heck is this guy talking about? Actually, science shows this. Science shows that everything is energy, everything is energy. Right? I said the same thing twice just to accelerate your learning and just to make it really hard. Everything is energy and everything is energy, right? So science shows this, that we are energy. And the thing is, in this life, it's very easy to see something like, for example, this, and just see it as the physical thing that it is. Just see it as the physical, tangible thing that it is. Not realizing and not understanding that this is energy too, right? Science has shown that if you take a microscope, you look into this thing's vibrating. The atoms in this are vibrating. This has a potential of what it is and what it can be, right? This links on to just like your future self, just like your goals, your dreams, your desires. They are, where you are in life is what you can see on the surface, right? Where you are in life right now is that you can see, okay, I am this, I am experiencing this. But not knowing that actually there's the potential for you right now to take some actions, to do certain things, to turn into this, right? Turn into a different form. Whatever that form is for you, whether right now that new form that you want to achieve is $1 million, or whether that new form for you is your dream husband, your dream wife, that next form for you is having the best body that you can, right? Science shows that there is this potential that we're living in. Everything is vibrating and everything has its potential. Now, without going to different things of parallel realities, different dimensions, tapping into new frequencies to attract that, if you are interested in different dimensions, parallel realities, if that even exists, how you can maybe leverage different ideas to speed up your manifestations, then let me know in the comments as well, because I'll be more than happy to do a video on that. I love those topics. But in this video, I want to give you three practical things to focus on. So the first thing is understanding, okay, everything is energy, everything is energy. That's our new motto. Everything is energy, everything is energy. But where the problem is most people are focusing just on the physical side. What do I mean by this? I mean, and maybe you've experienced something like this, maybe you are doing this right now, is when you're living life, but you're in that hustle, that work mode, that I need to work hard, I need to do this every single day, I need to do this. If I don't do this, it won't work out. If I don't keep on pushing, keep on fighting for my dreams, fighting for my desires, it's not going to happen. And the thing is, with the reality that we're in, whatever you believe, you will receive, right? So if you believe that that's the way it has to be, that's the way it has to be for you. But my question to you is, are there people out there right now who maybe have the same dream, have the same goal as you, or similar goal at least, but are not working as hard as you, but are achieving even more than you, right? Is there someone that is like that out there right now? He's not necessarily working as hard as you, maybe not even as qualified as you, but earning more money than you, but receiving more things than you, but achieving that success quicker than you. Right, of course there is. Now, why is this? It's because, and the funny thing is when I used to teach people about marketing and generating 6 and 7 figure funnels, the crazy thing is I would teach a group of people one thing, right? I would say, okay, launch this ad, create this funnel. Then out of the group of people, let's say a group of 10 of them would do the exact same thing. They'll launch the exact same ad to the exact same audience, to the exact same, on the exact same platform. What the crazy thing that would happen that I would notice is you would get literally like a few of the people get some really good results, get some exceptional results, right? With regards to getting leads, getting sales, etc. Those of you who know marketing, you know what I'm talking about here. If you don't know marketing, just follow this along. And if you want to learn marketing, let me know. I can do a video about that too on this channel. But then what would happen, the crazy thing, is that the second group of those people, they would also be doing the same exact ad, the same exact writing, the same exact webpage, the same exact platform. But what would happen? Nothing. Now, you might be thinking, oh, was it a case where one group of people can get exceptional results, one group of people can get not the best results that they were expecting, but is it that they just didn't put the work in? Is it that they just didn't do the right thing? I can tell you for a fact, they were doing the exact same things. But what I could put this down to is if somebody's launching the exact same words, the exact same text, the exact same ad platform, the exact same people, the audiences that they're talking to, why is this? It's because there's something deeper that we're not talking about, focusing on, that is happening to do with the energy round, the energy field. Just like I always say, people will say, oh, that energy thing, I don't really believe that, I just need to focus on the physical. But just like those people who are still using their phone, still using their laptop, still using their devices, their desktop device to watch this video. How are you watching this video? Through something you can't see on one level, through the chips, through the things that are in this phone. But you might be saying, oh, but that's still physical, that's still hard, that's still tangible. What about the Wi-Fi? The waves, the radio waves, the microwaves, the Wi-Fi that's transmitting through this air right now, through this space right now, that I can't feel physically, that you can't feel physically, but we know it's there. How do we know it's there? Because you're watching this video, you're seeing this. So the key concept here is, and maybe just write this down if you're taking notes, just to reaffirm this in your subconscious mind, is just because I can't see something doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Okay? Just because I can't see something doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So that thing that you may not be able to perceive right now, some of you may be more energy adept, spiritually aware and perceiving energy, but even for those of you who right now you can't perceive energy, in a sense whereby you can feel the vibrations of the universe, you can feel the voices of God talking to you, whatever you want to classify it as. But jokes aside, well, for some people that's not jokes, but jokes aside, if you're not able to perceive that energy thing and see how it affects you physically, it doesn't mean that it's not there. And the crazy thing is, the reason why I say this point is because what I would find the commonalities between the group of people who would get the success and the group of people who didn't by doing the exact same thing was actually their energy practices. For example, were they meditating? Were they doing yoga? Were they visualizing? Did they have that belief in themselves? These were the variables that changed, not the physical stuff. The physical stuff was exactly the same, but it was the energy behind it. So the first key thing that I want to share with everyone here is, on your journey, right? It's appreciating that yes, there is the physical side. Yes, there is the physical actions that you need to take. But on the same sense, there's also the energy. There's those kids out there right now, these 16-year-old kids who are making millions just by being in the right space, just by being in the right mindset, the right energy, right? Setting themselves in the right energy. Now, obviously, we can go deeper than this and talk about parallel realities, talk about tapping into a different potential with your vibrational frequency. If you would like me to do a video on that and how you can tap into your energy and really enhance it to attract your goals, your manifestations, your desires even quicker, then let me know in the comments below. Just type in parallel realities or different dimensions, and I'll do a video on that. But the second thing I want to point out today, once we recognize that, yes, there's the physical side, yes, there's the energetic side, the next biggest problem that I see is sometimes people unconsciously, and you may be doing this, think about this, whether it's yourself or you know of someone doing this, sometimes we unconsciously project our energy, our power into the future. Now, what do I mean by this? And it's funny, I had an experience like this the other day, where for those of you who are into crypto, who are into NFTs, I had, or maybe you're just into investing, or you know someone who invests, or you know that type of concept. For me, the other day, I had some crypto and NFTs that I had invested in. And when I was looking at it, I was like, I had this attachment to them where I didn't want to let them go. I was like, in my mind, I was thinking, oh, if I sell this now, actually it could be worth 2 times more in a few months' time. It could be worth 10 times more in a few months' time. It could be worth 50 or 100 times more. But then what I was shown during one of my meditations, one of my deeper meditation practices, I was actually guided and shown that, yes, that is true. That potential is true, that this asset or this thing that you're holding on to could be worth more, right? But right now, you're taking your power from this present moment for a what if in the future. What does this mean? It means that right now, my power in this moment, I have so much power, so much potential in this moment. Why? It's because I'm here in this moment. I can do anything. I can speak on this video. I can speak to you. I can say how amazing you are right now. I could go for a walk. I could roll down the hill. I could pick up my phone, call someone. But if you're constantly projecting into the future saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to call someone later. You get that feeling to start that project. You know what? I'll plan that out next week. You get that inner knowing of, maybe I should speak to my mom today. Maybe I should speak to that friend. Your logical mind is kicking in saying, but why would you speak to them? Why do you need to speak to them? But you just have that feeling. You know what? Maybe I don't need to do it. Maybe I'll do it like next month or something. I'll figure it out next month. What is this doing? And we're not even talking about the power, the potential that is coming through your energy right now of guiding you and your logical mind stopping you, right? Your mind is an amazing tool, right? If you listen to this, I don't want everyone to realize, and just maybe write this down. My mind is an amazing tool, but a terrible master. And if you let your mind master your life, that's when people go through life unconsciously and receive results, receive things in life that they didn't quite expect, they didn't quite want. So this is why it's crucial for us to appreciate that in this moment we have so much power, we have infinite potential. But if we're projecting that, oh, I'm not going to sell that thing right now because it might be doing this, might be worth this, this might happen in the future, at the expense of your present moment, then that's when a question needs to come in. Right? I'm not saying that, oh, it doesn't matter, sell your house, sell everything, speak to that person all in this moment, do everything in this moment. No. Obviously, we have to have some due diligence in what we're doing. But it's just being open to the idea, the concept that maybe there's some potential that I've projected out of my space right now that I could call back into my space to use it and utilize it to build even greater from now. Otherwise, what happens is you will stay on this flat line, this stagnant line in your life where maybe things are getting a bit better. Maybe they're not. Maybe it's staying the same. You will stay on this stagnant life, and what happens? It will stay the same, right? They say nothing changes if nothing changes. And I really want you to understand that, because sometimes it's easy to conceptually understand something, but in practicality, we don't implement it. But really note this down, really understand this. Nothing changes if nothing changes, right? So sometimes in life, we have to change certain things. And this is linking on to the third point now. And this is probably one of the biggest lessons that I've learned from one of my main mentors in my life is success loves speed, right? Success loves speed. This is the third thing I want to speak about is in life, sometimes we have this thing where we forget that we're human. What do I mean by this? I mean, I know some people listen to this may not like me saying this, but remember, whatever I say here is purely for you tapping into your greatest potential. is purely just to speak truth to you. Maybe your friends won't speak this truth to you. Maybe your family won't speak this truth to you. Maybe yourself won't acknowledge this truth. But I want to be here to help you, hold your hand, hold you accountable, and show you the different potential that you can really achieve by grasping these concepts. So in life, 3 things are certain, right? What are the 3 things? Birth, taxes, and death. Okay, birth, taxes, and death. Now, I know it's a bit, if you want to say a bit morbid to think of this, but it's true. And oftentimes we forget that ultimately our time here is limited in this form. Obviously, there's different forms that we can go into, but in this physical form, this Joshua Andre, yourself, this time is limited. And sometimes we have this feeling because maybe you're tapping into something a lot deeper, and you knowing that you are an infinite being, you live infinitely, forever, doing your journeys throughout. But in this physical form, it's limited. It's just like if you was to think, if tomorrow you knew that that's it, you're going to your next journey, you're leaving this reality, you're leaving this form, and you're going to your next journey, what would you be doing today? My guess is you'll be doing something completely different than what you was planning on doing today, right? And why is this? Is because now we start to realize what are the important things in life. Who are the people in life that I need to tell, you know what, I love you? What are the things that I need to start because you know what, this 9 to 5 isn't fulfilling me, but this side hustle, this extra thing is fulfilling me on a deeper level, on a much greater level. And even if now you're thinking, but Josh, that thing isn't going to pay the bills, my question to you is, what about your bills? What do I mean by this? I mean, right now you're working your 9 to 5, you're paying your bills. But are you enjoying your life to the fullest? Are you achieving and living your greatest potential? If you are, amazing. If not, then how can we shift it so that we can turn our passion into profits? How can we shift it so that we can focus on what makes us fulfilled? Because do you recognize that when you're in that most fulfilled state, when you're in that more creative state, when you're in that state of doing what you enjoy, doing what you love, is there more energy? Is there more creativity? Is there more spark in life? When you have that spark, is there a chance that you can find other ways to make more money? Right? Because are there people out there who are working the same amount of time as you, but making 10 times more money than you, 100 times more money than you, 1,000 times more money than you? Of course. You've got to look at any entrepreneur out there, a lot of entrepreneurs, they can work less time, but be making more money. Why is that? It's because they're doing something that they've found their calling for. So the third thing that I want to remind everyone here is just that remember that your time is limited. And not in a morbid way, but in a way which empowers you to know that, you know what, if next week I wasn't to be here, what would I want to focus this week on? Yes, okay, I've got to focus this time on maybe my job, or maybe speaking to this person, or maybe doing this chore. But how can I spend these extra hour where maybe I was just going to chill and watch Netflix? Maybe I was going to just chill and not do much. Maybe I was just going to have a line. How can I spend this extra hour, this extra 2 hours to really, like Josh said, success loves speed, to really implement, to get that success, to take action with that speed? So my question to you is, what are you committing to? Who are you committing to? If you're committing to yourself, what are you committing to doing this today, tomorrow, this week, this month, this year? Make that commitment to yourself. Just type in the comments, what are you committing to? Are you committing to up-leveling your wealth, up-leveling your health? Are you committing to boosting your interpersonal relationships, your one-on-one loving relationships? Right? Or for some of you, maybe it's one-to-many, but for most of you, it'll probably be one-to-one loving relationships, right? Your spiritual qualities. What are you focusing? What do you want to practice right now in this period for you? And with these 3 things, if you can implement and know that, okay, there's the physical side, I need to take action. But I also need to work on my energy. How can I balance my energy? There's a second side of not projecting your power into the future. Yes, the way you can visualize this is, okay, you've got your main power in the present moment. Your past, you don't want to look back there and think, oh my gosh, what if? You want to look back there to use it as lessons, right? If you had a challenge in the past, you had an experience in the past that maybe bothers you or that empowered you, how can you change it so that it's a lesson? If something bothered you in the past and you didn't like it, how can you change it to a lesson of what you want more of in this present moment? So your energy is in this moment, but there's a few strands going back just to grasp the lessons and then coming back to teach you what you want to implement this moment, to learn from your mistakes, to learn from any failures, to boost that successful journey. But then your future, you project now some goals. What are your main goals? Is your main goal wealth? Is your main goal abundance? Is your main goal empowering people? Is your main goal creating a charity? What is that main goal? What is that driver where you can pour your energy into this present moment to work towards? Right? But not having all your energy in the future saying, what if this? Or let me wait till this. Let me say till this. I'll only invest when I have this. I'll do this when I achieve this. Why? because now your power is being projected there and you're taking away your life from this moment. So just imagine, and that's the third point, is that if you are not immortal in this reality, which you're not, right? Your time in this reality is limited. You as a spiritual being, as an energetic being, is infinite. But your time as this person who you chose to come here to be is limited. So what are the choices you're making? What are you committing to? That is my main message for today. If you got any value from this video, make sure to hit the like button. Also, whatever you're committing, whatever you're deciding to do, leave it in the comments. Let us know. Not only just to let me know, but to hold yourself accountable. To hold yourself accountable to know, I wrote that down. Let me commit to that consciously and subconsciously. And let me come back to that in a day's time, in a week's time. Come back to that comment in a month's time and see what the progress is. What am I working on now? And then update us. Let us know in the community. What are you guys doing? What are you working on? Other than that, if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell next to it so you don't miss any of the amazing content coming up that is going to be empowering you to hit and reach your greatest potential this lifetime and beyond. Other than that, I'll say check out this video over here. You will see some amazing insights into your reality and what you can do to live that greatest potential. Other than that, I will catch you in the next video.